Thank you for that point.
One of the main focuses of COP29, which took place in Azerbaijan, was advancing the financing of climate solutions, especially for developing nations. St. Lucia, along with the OECS, CARICOM, and other small island developing nations, attended to negotiate for more funding as the region is at high risk from the effects of climate change. However, developing countries expressed dissatisfaction over the financial pledges of developed countries towards climate financing. Representatives of the world's poorest and most at-risk nations walked out of negotiating sessions before a deal was finally agreed upon. Under the new Collective Quantified Goal on Climate Financing, NCQG, developed countries agreed to pay US $300 billion a year by 2035 to help developing nations fight and adapt to climate change. Whilst this amount is more than the previously agreed upon US $100 billion annually, it is still considered too low by most developing countries.
I think overall AOSIS, which we are a part of, and that is the Alliance of Small Island States, and we comprise of small island developing states and least developed countries, we are disappointed in the outcome because, like we indicated, the 1.3 trillion, it really reflects what can adequately address our needs as it relates to adapting to impacts of climate change. And we feel that the 300 billion, which is committed by developed countries, and they are to contribute to that every year by 2035, we feel that it is not adequate.
Right now, no additional funding is concrete coming out of COP29 for St. Lucia. Nevertheless, COP29 saw the implementation of the Loss and Damage Fund, which accounts for losses that cannot be quantified within the context of mitigation or adaptation.
So, for example, St. Lucia right now, under our NAP GCF readiness project, we have a component to capture our loss and damage needs, and this will really create a baseline so that when it is fully operationalized and then the funds are available, we are in a position to actually access those funds.
St. Lucia faces a myriad of problems as it relates to climate change, such as rising sea levels, major hurricanes, and droughts, which affect sectors from agriculture to tourism. The World Bank's Group Country Climate and Development Report for the Eastern Caribbean states that St. Lucia stands to lose 34% of its sandy beaches due to sea level rises by 21,000, with up to 57% of hotel revenue affected in the same time frame. All countries covered by the report will see temperatures above 30 degrees Celsius for 22 extra days in the year by the year 21,000. Although climate financing on an international level still remains a topic of debate, St. Lucia continues to strengthen the country's capacity to develop and implement adaptation measures in key sectors through the National Adaptation Plan Green Climate Fund, NAP GCF Readiness Project.
Although the amount in terms of the committed amount in terms of climate finance was a bit of a disappointment. In St. Lucia, we really pride ourselves in having a robust framework to respond to climate change. And that is important because when you have that enabling environment, it makes access to the finance easier. Because if the finance is available and your back end is not prepared to receive it, then it's of no use to you. The amount can increase and it could go higher, it can triple, but if you're not ready to access that, then it's of no use. So in St. Lucia, we try to keep it relevant. We have our Climate Change Act of 2024, which really specifies and outlines what we intend to do and the different roles stakeholders play.
COP30 will convene in November 2025 in Belém, Brazil. Some of the main themes for COP30 include adaptation to climate change, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and again, climate financing for developing countries. For the DBS News World, Miriam Montoute reporting.